Time is 8:35 in the morning time on this Wednesday morning, April 18th, 2018. It is Toedown for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Wednesday morning, April 18th, 2018. And good morning to you all this lovely Wednesday morning, April 18, 2018, 38 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top story of Peter Channel Morning News at 8:35 is Japan's Prime Minister pins North Korea to trade hopes on Trump's whims. Today, Barbara Bush won Wellesley's feminist protesters with graduation speeches to find the joy. She calmly landed the Southwest flight of Philippines just as you'd expect of a former fighter pilot. Reports say Sean Hannity linked to have a Trump-connected attorneys besides Cohen. Cocaine smuggler gets 8 years and $21 million case chastised by judge for a social media lifestyle. Haley's response to the White House blame of his sanctions: I don't get confused. A new era that opens in Cuba as well. Castro prepares for a successor. The U.S. can punish Assad, but should have joined the war. Saudi Arabia prepares for the first public cinema open in 35 years. Confusion over when the inspectors will reach Syrian suspected chemical attack site. David on calls for the investors to boycott BlackRock Vanguard over gun holdings. Air pollution contributed to more than $6 million deficits in 2016 as GOP balks McConnell shuts down bill to protect Miller. Deputy shoots kills man inside Douglas County Sheriff's Office. The Coast Guard will continue the law. Transgender members who serve under legislation expectedly abandoned them in this past commented at Bill Paul Zucknuff said. Missouri Governor Eric Granton says he won't resign amid pressure from the state leaders called for disaster over the allegations he blackmailed women for sex. German Chancellor Angela Merkel will make her second visit to the White House next week and to address a broad range of geopolitical and economic challenges. The NTSB sent a faulty engine on a Southwest airline. The flight that made emergency landed Tuesday and led to a women's death was missing a fed blade. President Trump on Tuesday called for the release of American passenger jailed in Turkey for allegedly aiding terrorist groups. Retail rivals Amazon and Best Buy team up to sell smart TVs. Bon-Ton is prepared to liquidate. Morgan Stanley first quarter profit rises recognized. Starbucks to close stores for that afternoon for bias trading. Look at that, stocks now. Up 213.59 points at 24,786.63. SP 5 up 20.55 at 2706.39. The Nasdaq up 124.81 at 72.81.10. Diamonds, the meteorite may hail from another ancient solar system. SpaceX to launch NASA's exoplanet under spacecraft today. Supercomputer reveals Yellowstone's magma transition zone. 2018 lunar meteor shower will light up the sky on Earth Day. In medical affairs, man gets second face transplant. Intelligent baboons use teamwork to temporarily escape research facility. A new virus is supervised found in the study of New York cast mice. Peter Chell News Time. 8:38 on this Wednesday morning. Time now for a Sport bookie bet. Since 3 overs, the Red Sox asked Angels out early. Win 10-1. Boston Celtics plays injured teammate Kerry Irving's check pass through Sport Wally. Defeat the Milwaukee Bucks 120-106. Get 2 games that lead in this best of 7 series. Drew Holiday destroys the Blazers again with a 111-102 win. And Peter Chell News Time is 8:38 on this Wednesday morning. And it is time now for Peter Chell Traffic and Transit Check. Beep, beep. Let's study off on the MBTA where the MBTA Green Line experienced a 10-15 minute delays during the earlier signal problem at North Station. And on the commuter rail, Lowell Line, train 314, 8:45 a.m. from Lowell has been canceled today due to police activity. Please consider train 316, 9:50 a.m. inbound. And the ferry's out. Looking good. Okay, look at the highways and byways in New England. In Rhode Island, 95. Southbound side, it is a little slower at Route 152 in North Attleboro, 195 westbound side, Slope Street 1A in East Promenade of Route 44, 146 on the northbound side, also at Salesville Road in North Smithfield. Jamestown, Newport, Bridges on Lincoln, 146 on the northbound side, also at Mount Hope, Route 6 eastbound side, also after Route 132 in Barnstable, Route 6 to the westbound side, it's slow between Center down to Sagamore, Route 3 is southbound side, also at Sagamore Stretch, Route 25 eastbound side, a little sweater. Board stretch and board bridge eastbound side. It's a little slow and northbound 28, a little sweater. Board rotary. 95 and 24, northbound side, little sweater. Route 128 up in Canton, 24, the northbound side. Slow up to 106 in West Bridgewater. Route 3 the northbound side. Slow to the Main Street stretch around the Union Street. 7 Expressway, the northbound side, and it's over between Quincy oriented. Downtown Boston, 7 Expressway, southbound side, so the Dorchester stretch. 93 both ends of downtown Boston, backed up one way to the northbound side. Sorry, Route 101, West 101, Route 20 Weston. Matt's back eastbound side. It's slow between 30 and 8 o'clock into the Austin Brand tolls and all the way down to the South Expressway, Matt's back westbound side. And it's so from Lower Bernard to South Boston, 93 both ends of downtown Boston, backed up 93. On the southbound side, it is slow between 62 and Wilmington oriented, Zake Ridge downtown Boston. Route 1 on the southbound side, slow between Route 6 and the rear oriented, 93 in downtown Boston. Mass Pike westbound side, slow between Lower Bernard to South Boston. Route 128 southbound side, and then slow between right down to Waltham, 128 the northbound side, also next to the stretch. Route 3 to the southbound side, and then slow around North Mill Rica. 190 on the southbound side, also West Boylston stretch today, westbound side, also 495 for the Marlboro stretch. 91 on the northbound side, slow at Route 57 in Agawam. 91 on the southbound side, slow between Woodlock to Hartford, Connecticut. 84 eastbound side, also West Hartford to Hartford, Connecticut. 84 westbound side, also Hartford stretch. 91 the northbound side, a little slower out. Route 5 out in Weathersfield. Merritt Parkway westbound side, it's slow between Trumbull and Albany out to Stamford. 95 on the southbound side, slow between Fairfield Orient and Greenwich. And up north, spotted turnpike on the southbound side, a little slower after Route 4 out in Durham, New Hampshire. Route 101 westbound side, a little slower after Everett Turnpike in Manchester, New Hampshire. And United States 8789, 91 on the southbound side, a little slower claiming in upstate New York, Vermont. Peter Joe News Time, 8:41 on this Wednesday morning, and it is time now for a weather report. Looking at the radar, satellite luminance shows a little snow flurry activity around Cairo, New York, and northeast of Kingston, New York, with some rain showers and sleet and snow. And a line of snow flurries from Tinker to New York, stretching up into St. Albans to New York, and some snow stretching from Richland, New York, all the way up to Adirondack to New York State. And snowing in the Moose Lake region of Maine and eastern portion of Quebec, and some snow and sleet rain out in southwestern portions of New Brunswick, and some rain showers in west central portion of Nova Scotia, and some snow flurries around Quebec and northeastern Ontario, and snow in northern Toronto. And satellite shows clouds covered a bunch of western Massachusetts, northern Connecticut, up into western Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, and Quebec, and the Canadian Maritimes, and much of New York State, and much of Ontario, and Pennsylvania, down to northern Ohio, and down to Michigan. Take a look at the temperature spread around the region. It is in the 32 to 41 in southern New England, with the temperatures in the 30s in northern New England with a 10-degree reading from Mount Washington, New Hampshire. Right now, North Massachusetts, it's 38 degrees, humidity is 66%, 2.27 degrees per hour, humidity 66 inches, right, slow, the winds northwest at 3 miles an hour. Okay, let's take a look at our forecast, and it goes like this. For today, most of the sun skies about 55 degrees, west about 69 miles an hour for tonight. Rain likely to be after 5 a.m. Mid-Chris skies about 30 degrees, and west about 5 miles an hour. Common in the evening, precipitation 6%. New precipitation less than 7 inches possible for Thursday. Rain patch mark before 4 p.m. Then patch mark after 5 p.m. Minor 46 degrees. Northwest about 3 to 6 miles an hour. Precipitation is 9%. New precipitation between 1/4 and 9 inches possible for Thursday night. Rain likely before 1 a.m. Then a chance of snow. Patch mark before 8 p.m. Patch mark then 9 p.m. West. Cloud skies low about 34 degrees, and northwest about 6 miles an hour. Precipitation is 7%. Little those circulation expected for Friday. Slight chance of rain and snow showers before 8 a.m. today. Slight chance of rain showers between 8 and 9 a.m. Mostly clouds about 49 degrees, and northwest about 8 miles an hour. Precipitation 20% for Friday night. Mostly clouds about 34 degrees for Saturday. Mostly sunny, mostly clouds about 51, about 32 degrees for Sunday. Sunday, mostly clouds about 55, about 34 degrees. Monday, Sunday, the most clouds about 58, about 36 degrees for Tuesday. Sun's got about 64 degrees, and that is getting it for the Peter Joe Morning News on this April 18th, 2018 on a Wednesday. Peter Woods will be have a good morning and a good positive. Hope you have a good day.